Hi, everybody. Okay. I think we're here. Let's see, I think I want to go this way. Okay. All right. We are going to do a few things today, and you can watch it now or you can watch it later. We are going to go into some divination, but also I was told that the Pleiadean Council wants to give a message to you, so I'll probably do some channeling too. So I wanted to cover just a few things. So a lot of people have been asking me on cleansing their home and how I cleanse my home because I rent, and so to burn something just doesn't quite work because all the smoke alarms will go off. So I use, this is from Etsy, and it's Sensual Goddess store, and it is called a Sacred Smudge. So what you need to do is open a door, window, crack a window in every portion of your house, in every room. Because if you have something bad and you're trying to get rid of it, it needs an exit point. So the exit point will be through that cracked window. So what you want to do is just, I ask for the white light to rain upon my home, the light of Jesus Christ. And I do this ritual spray in each room and have a cracked window. And then you can go back and close those windows after you're done. So that's what I do to clean my home when you rent or you have smoke detectors, because sometimes smudging just doesn't work. So also, we did the Melchizedek out of this book, and it was, let me see, we're going to do a Pleiadean Council. These are the Melchizedek guys. They're not the ones that I saw, but that's the ones that are in this book. And then the one that I will channel and probably just post it is, let's see, I don't think it's the Lyrans. Let me see. I don't think it was them. I'll have to go back through here. What's interesting about this book is I got a new book, and my new book is this book. There's something, this book was curious. I didn't have that much feeling in this book. This book, I almost cried when I started reading it and reading the girl's story, the author's story. So Elena Dannon has been abducted since a child, and I believe it runs in her family, the abductions. And she has, which I think they're the Pleiadians that are watching over her through childhood. She was abducted by an alien creed, which I have seen in my room before. And when I looked them in the eye, the hair on the back of my neck stood up. So I knew they were not good entities. Let me see if I can find this. Maybe it's deeper in. And so they took her and they were putting something in the top of her head to track her. And then these Pleiadians that had been following her basically saved her. They took her out of the ship and were trying to take that tracking mechanism out of her head, because there's a reason they were tracking her. The reason they were tracking her, I believe, I don't even know if she knows, but she is somebody. Her soul is here to learn something, and that's why these Pleiadians group is following her, because they know her. Which I think is really similar in my case, is the people that are following me know me. And then there is something that we have two souls. And so this is something that I thought was really interesting, because when I learned that I had a body and it's out there still, and so this life I'm attaining knowledge for a reason, and then I'm going to go back to the body that is being saved for me. And crazy enough, it's on a ship, and I believe I'm Pleiadian, and I have a family, and I am somebody. I am like part of one of the people that are higher up in the starship area. And hi, Typical Watch. So her book is thicker, but I resonated hugely with this book. And you can see how many pages, I don't know if you can see the pages I have turned down, because I recognize some of these beings as I've channeled them. That was that one that I channeled, Not Like Me. And he kind of has a snake skin face. That's totally this guy. And now I know it's kind of like when you have a disease that's kind of unknown and you finally go to that doctor that can tell you what that disease is so you can start researching it. And that's how I feel about this book, is now I can start researching the things that I have seen. So this is A Gift from the Stars, Alien Races, Elena Dannon. What's super also cool about this is that she draws a lot of things that she has seen. I think this is her art, by the way. I think she's an artist. And also, let me see if I can find in here. There is a section of where they talk about underground. And look at this lady. She's almost like my painting. So it's just, and she has crystal behind her. And she's from Sirius. So let me see. I wanted to read you of the places on Earth that are have underground people. See if I can find it. I should have marked it. Sorry, guys. Oh, maybe I can't find it. Common sense. And she has things like this where she talks about love and what love means in the whole spectrum of this whole meaning in the frontier of love. And it's just stuff that reiterates what I've been trying to say for a long time. Oh, here it is. Okay, so anybody saying anything? Okay, so this talks about US, and it talks about hundreds of underground shared facilities that she can list on here that she has seen through being taken. And there's headquarters, there's bases, and she just talks about all of these underground places. And I haven't read too much into it, so I think it's more with the XETs, maybe mingled with us. Look at Colorado. Colorado. That's all Colorado. There's a lot of stuff going on in Colorado. I do have to say that I was following a YouTube channel, and I did a reading for the guy of this YouTube channel to get him in touch with his Sasquatch. It was Sasquatch one. And and then I did a scrying, and we were able to get a picture through my scrying that came out in the water, and he was just like blown away. So he was up one morning, and he took a jog up the mountain, and he's very healthy. And he went up the mountain, and he's going, there's a guy up here in street clothes walking around. He doesn't look like he's been hiking. He has no hiking clothes on, and he looks like he just came off the street. Well, I kind of was thinking that it was someone. There was a exit point. He was taking a break, and he was going to go back in somewhere around there. So there's caverns, caves, underground facilities that we know nothing about. And it was he even showed it on his video, and it was Cali. What forest beans? Colorado forest beans. I don't know if he has his channel still up anymore, but when he showed the guy, yeah, he just has street clothes on, and Cali was way up in the mountains. It took him a long time to get there, and here's this guy walking around, and I don't know if he said he had a camera, he had a phone, and he looked like he was doing something on his phone, and he was probably trying to figure out how to get back into his underground tunnel. So I thought that was very, very, very interesting. Kind of spooked Kelly out a little bit. Let's see. Let me see Idaho. Let's see. Utah, very little. There's two, Dugway and Kennecott mine, a mine that's being used. Oh, I wanted to do Idaho. New Mexico, huge. She almost has a page on New Mexico. Alaska, there's just like one underground spaceship base. Arizona has quite a few. Arkansas doesn't have too much. Spaceship landing facilities and bases. California has quite a few, almost half a page. Then Colorado's underneath that. Idaho has probably one. Oh, we have a prison facility here. Interesting. Snake River, and then something between Twin Falls and Idaho Falls. Michigan has a few. Missouri has a few more space bases. Actually, it talks about space bases in Missouri. Now, you have to understand, too, Nevada has quite a bit. You have to understand, too, that, the Sasquatch are tied to this. So they're tied to these underground space bases. So when you have more activity of Sasquatch, I think you have more activity underground and above. Another big one, the Antarctica. The Antarctica, I've read a couple things about the Antarctica, and that's kind of more the Malavant ETs. And what astronaut was the one that went in with some people, and then when he came out, he had a heart attack? What astronaut? Do you guys know? Does anybody know? So anyway, there was something bad going on in Antarctica, and obviously the Nazis were involved with that. And from my last channeling, when I talked about past lives, I did a reading, and I went right into this girl's past life. So what I said kind of was wrong. Because if Spirit wants me to tell you about your past life to get you going on your path, I will say it. So hers was really cool past life, and it tied into her life now. And it was very important that she started on her road with her past life and understanding it and bringing it forward into her current life, because she was a great spirit that is tying up loose ends in this life. And so she's done a lot of work in all her lives, and now she's in this life, and she's tying up loose ends. So sometimes I feel that we have to get out of our own way, and we have to get out of our heads. Because if we can get out of our heads in our own way, we can see the truth, basically. Because you can't see what's in front of your face if you have a curtain, and that curtain is society. So sometimes you need to rise above. I hope that makes sense. Another thing too is one of you guys that put a little comment below about after I talked about one of my past lives. They just posted that they are excavating a grave site of Polish nuns that were executed by the Nazis, the SS soldiers. one of these nuns, I'd like to find out a little bit more her story, because she must have been the head of whatever. There's 9 of them that were executed, but she was tortured, and they cut out her tongue and they gouged her eyes out, and they said her death was horrendous. And so I'd like to kind of know a little bit more about this. So hopefully they'll bring a little bit more about these ladies' lives and why they were executed as nuns by the SS soldiers, because that might be something that I can connect to. So we have a few people on. So we are going to talk about divination, and then I'm going to go into a channeling session, because I was told I need to do a channeling session. So many of you have seen my divination rods, and I have one of these on sale. I got this from a ghost hunter, and it glows on the end, which I never need, because I'm never doing this in the dark. So, because I don't need to. So let me see if I can sit back a little bit. And yeah, oh, that's love. That's my love. Cassandra's here. She's my guide. So she goes right into love. She's been doing that lately. She used to do hugs, which she may do, which that's a hug. And so that's a hug. So Cassandra, let's see. We're going to do a channeling session. And that's love. Yes. So I want to talk to you about these books that I'm reading. And a lot of times with these divination rods, you can ask if things are true. You can go out in the forest and you can see if Sasquatch's energies you can channel through these rods. You could basically, oh, that's a hug. Yes. To channel Sasquatch. Yes. Okay. Let me get balanced here. And also, you can ask questions, true or false questions. And a lot of times I'll say, is this book true? So are both these books that I'm reading that I was just discussing pretty much true? And that's a yes. So the X is a yes. If one goes forward and one goes this way, that's a hug and that's love. And can we show a no? I think we've gone through this. I'm going to go really fast on this. Can you show a no? You're having a hard time with this rod. Okay, that's a no. So, how to become a psychic medium? How to become a psychic medium? Typical watch. Well, what do you want to become a psychic medium for? For communication, or to learn more about your life and why you are here? So, typical watch. Do you know who typical watch is? Yes. Okay. So he wants to know more about how to become a medium. Does he have any of the abilities? Yes. Has he seen Sasquatch? Have you seen any Sasquatch? It's telling me no, typical watch. Has he sensed Sasquatch? Yes. Has he heard calls and other events of Sasquatch? Yes. Will he ever see a Sasquatch? 3D. Yes. So how can we help him raise his ability? Yes. Okay. So typical watch, we'll kind of take this off camera. Will you email me at robinhyatt@yahoo.com and let me see if I can give you some points and tell me exactly the level that you're at and the level you want to be at, and let me see if I can help you raise your level a little bit. It seems it's very interesting with the readings that I'm doing. It information, and they have to read it and reread it and reread it, and I think it opens up their eyes. And sometimes that's all you need, is to open up your eyes, and then you're on your way. So if typical watch, if you want to email me, I'll see if I can help out a little bit. And everybody's psychic. Everybody can be a medium, but you just have to hone in a little bit more on it. Practice. and practice. Just have to practice. And that's why if I don't have a lot of readings on my Facebook page, everybody loves my Facebook page, I will do free readings because I want to keep myself in tuned. So if I feel like I'm getting out of tune, I will say, okay, guys, free readings. I'll do free readings for people because it just helps me keep in tune and keep practicing. Okay, so also, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. So divination. Now this is something that is a little bit new to me. And I have never had this work for me until I got these. And these came from India and they're natural stones. And so the ones I was using was not natural stones. So basically you put your hand underneath and you can do it different ways. So you can say, can I have a yes? And these will take a while. And I don't know if I can do it. It's really hard to keep. I don't think you can see it. But a yes can be a circle or a line. You decide. And that's going, let's see. Okay, it's trying to go in a circle. And see, these are the fastest ones I've ever had. And I don't know if it's the weight on the bottom that they start working really fast. And then a straight line is a no. So now it's going. I'm trying to keep my top hand still. It's hard. Sometimes your hand goes the way that it goes. So a circle is a yes, straight is no for me. And then I just ask yes and no questions. A lot of times I'm asking the wrong question. So I have to revamp my question to get the answer because they can't say, well, I'm not going to answer that, but if you ask it this way, I will answer you. I have quite a few people that have bought the divination rods, the dowsing rods from me off my store. I just have them once in a while. I don't have them all the time. And I've been hand painting them, so it's kind of fun. And they're very in tune to Sasquatch, and they will take them out to the woods and kind of do a meditation and then ask questions. And I think we all have those people that feel the Sasquatch spirit, feel the need to talk to them, be around them, curious about them. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be curious. There's a reason you're curious. There is. There's just a reason. And I'm a city girl, and here I am with this big hairy beast that I'm very curious about, and I know they protect me. And I know I've had in my beginning or a past life beginning that they were my friends. And I believe there was a time in society at the very beginning that the Sasquatch and the people at that time lived together and they were friends and civilized with each other and helped each other because the Sasquatch have so many abilities that are completely amazing. And I don't know if all of them do. I believe most of them do. But I think they all are individual and they all have their talents and abilities also. So there is that. So, okay. So we are going to do a channeling session and it's going to be Pleiadian's council. Somebody wanted to come forward. So give me a minute and to calm myself down after speaking. So bear with me. I never can wear glasses when I channel. So if you're asking questions, I won't be able to see you. And I have my window open. You guys, it's like 52 here. I love it. So sorry if you hear a car go by. I'm right on a corner lot. So there's two people approaching me. One is a female, one's a male. She's in a gown. Very interesting. Most of the women I see are in gowns. To the floor. They're in a kind of in a military attire. Yeah, always blue. Always blue. I always see blue. She's in white. They both are from the council. She's not Pleiadian. She's something else. She doesn't have hair. She has an elongated skull. Very pretty lady, but different looking. Kind, wise, gracious. Her gown flows. Like it has a certain live movement to it. He is standing there. He has both hands behind his back. Like that. And they're ready to present to you. Thank you. We are glad to be here. We are glad this channeler is allowing us to speak to you today. It always takes a lot out of her, but we had her rest today, so we could come forward and speak to you today. We are from the Pleiadian Council. We are merging with the Lyran's Melchizedek Council this night. There are things that are coming forward that we must discuss, must allow, and must watch. Your barriers of earth are weakening. You are being plummeted with different beings trying to get in. We are fighting them. We are holding them back. We are using our energy, but their means are somehow becoming stronger. Even though many of the masses upon this earth, humanoids, are raising up and walking in the light, the darkness is also rising up. And it is calling to these entities to come in, which we are holding back. We have a galactic of ships. We have many in the ships that use their minds as an energy force to hold them back and to surround the earth. We call upon you now, those that are here listening. We call upon you to come forth. It's amazing that just one soul can make an outstanding difference, and it can help us. It is amazing what you can do. That is why you are here. You're being protected. We are protecting you. You do not know how many of us are protecting you that are on this earth. Understand that. You are here under great protection, and we call upon you now to mind link with us. You ask how to be psychic. That is how you become psychic, is you mind link with us. Through meditation, quiet your mind, rid the world out of your mind. Let us in. And once we are linked, we are powerful. And you will see things that we see. You will know things that we know. You will start to remember. Now is the time for you to remember and understand your strength and who you really are. It's time for the veil to start to be lifted, so you come to an understanding, so we can help each other. We are bringing forth many of the higher source. We're calling them down upon the earth to raise you up. Many of you that do have these abilities, we call you forth. Bring it forward to the masses, to the world, to the few, to the one. That's all it takes. There's so much you can do with your mind. You have no idea the capability that you have. But once you reside in the love source, that is when you can communicate. But if you do not cleanse yourself and you call things in, it might be the wrong thing. It might make you believe you're calling in the right thing. This is where you need to be wise. Use your judgment. Ask us if it's true. We will tell you. We cannot lie. We can only give truth and give you remnants of who you are. You can ask us. Did you know you can ask us to tell you who you are? And then you will have moments and dreams and awakenings. And you will know. Yes, we work with several entities upon the earth. And you know of them as the forest people. That's who we call them. We need them because their power is mind linked with ours. We help each other. They are the caretakers of this world. They are the caretakers of you. Little did you know that they take care of you. And then you go out into the forest and you shoot at them. Makes no sense. They are here to help you, to guide you, to make you strong. They protect you. They give their lives for you in ways you have no idea. We need them because we cannot cross through this veil as of yet, but they are there. They are on the earth. So if you truly need to know how to use your mind, that is how. Then you may record what you see, what you feel, and what you hear. That's all it takes. Everyone can do this. But depends what you are asking for and want. If you ask for the wrong things, you will get the wrong things. So you must always bring in the light and the love and openness to yourself. And we will show you the way, because the only way we can come to you is through the mind. The only way any of us can come to you is through the mind. We may be able to be visual through vibration of sound. If you see us, it is what you would call a hologram. It is not us in 3D, because we cannot cross through. the Earth's veil. It's not time yet. You can cross through the veil out, but we cannot come in. So we call upon you now to mind link with us, the Pleiadean Council, and the Melchizedek. We will start there with you. Just ask for us to come in, and we will be there, and we will give you guidance. We are not going to solve all your problems on Earth. It's not what we're meant to do. We are meant to keep things at bay, give you knowledge and understanding for a time and a purpose and a reason that will be made known to you, and it will be great. You have no idea. You have no idea what's waiting for you. It is beyond any words. What we could do is give you visions of it, and then you will know the grandeur that is coming for you. Those on this earth are challenged because there's other entities on this earth that know who you are. They seek you out. Many of you we hide. We can put a kind of a cloak around you and keep you hidden so you are not harmed. Understand this. Bellamy is with me, the female that you had seen, that this vessel has seen. She would like to speak to you now. We are gathering together at this time. We love you. There is a strong presence here in this home with you. We need you to help each other at this time. You need to find love in your heart for your surroundings. I know you've heard this before, but we are going to keep repeating it until you really understand the true nature of these words. Because love is an energy. Even saying the word raises your vibration. If you can bring this into your home, into your soul, then you will become one of us. We are seeing many activities outside your star system. There's many sitting in wait for you to achieve what you need to do. Many of you, we know you. You are part of us. You are one of us. You have come down because you chose to. You chose to learn many things. You wanted to feel love on earth, hate on earth, pain on earth. You wanted to feel these things. And why do you ask? Because you would never know this of who you really are, because these things do not exist in our planet, in our life. They are not needed. But many of you are the informants for us. You come upon this earth, you learn, and then you come home, and then you inform us of everything that you went through and achieved and felt. The love, the pain, the disease, the anger, the hate, And then we can do things better on other planets. Because we learn from you, we take all this information and we go to council and we work with other planets that might be suffering. So, even though your planet is suffering, you are well protected. We are watching you. And yes, there are entities waiting and trying to get into the atmosphere. We are holding them off. They cannot come in because that would be great destruction and it would destroy the purpose of the meaning of this earth. And we cannot let that happen. And if we need to, we will call in the stronger forces. We will call in the higher source. The higher source, with a click of the fingers, can rid the enemy. You are being challenged at this time to understand who you are. Reach out to those that can help you. They will give you a step up. They will not tell you everything, but they will give you a beginning. They are not meant to tell you everything. If you find someone that can tell you everything, it is not true. Go to those that live their lives with meaning, that have you in mind. There's many that do these things with the wrong heart, and they give you the wrong information and misguide you. So really search this out and find those that can lead you and guide you and begin. Many of you are awakened, but you need to know more. And when you feel you need to know more, you need to search that out. And you need to ask us, and we will lead you to where you need to go. We love you. My species is full of love. We honor you. You are glorified. You're strong. We look forward to the day when we all can meet together and talk with our minds. Very seldom do we speak with our voice. We talk with our minds. In talking with your mind, you can speak in all languages. It's all understood. As we see what's happening upon the earth, those that are rising up, stay strong. Don't get involved in what you see around you, because much of it is an illusion. It's an illusion to distract you and to lower your vibration. So when you see things, does it really matter in your life? Is it really harming your life? Ask those questions. If it is, then changes need to be made. Many of you are here that are good, and we bless you. We ask a special blessing on each one of you, that your minds will be open, that you will understand your heart, you will understand your mission. Bring love all around you, to the smallest being, to a child, to love of a family member. You see, this is a test. It is a test of your soul, test of your ability, test of your strength. Move forward, understand, enjoy. So many of you don't enjoy. You're too serious. I see that now. You must enjoy your life. Many of you that go into the forest and look for the forest people, They are there. Many of you cannot see them because you're not on the same level of them. They show themselves to you if they want to. Sometimes it's hard for them to be not seen, and so they get caught being shown to you. They are magnificent. They don't look like you. They don't smell like you. But they love like you. They are good people. And they are guardians of you. They know your soul. They can look at you and know your soul. They know if it is good or it is bad. I must go. Bring blessings upon you. We love you. Oh, okay. Why was I talking sideways? I kept talking over there. I have no idea why I was doing that. I think I was. All right. That medium, you know that. Okay, I gotta put my glasses on. Did any of that make sense? Okay, let me get out of here. Typical watch. I think they were talking to you a lot in that one. I kept seeing you. I think that a lot of that was for you. Petri, I saw a lot of Pleiadian around you. I didn't say it, but I saw a lot of Pleiadian around you. That's why, I hope I can say this, that's why the session was so loving, because they are around you. So do a lot of study on the Pleiadians. Mind link with the Pleiadians. This book too has a lot about the Pleiadians, both of these in there. And this one, this girl is very linked with the Pleiadian group of 3. So the more information we can gather, and the people that write these books, thank you. Thank you for helping us, because I started crying when I read this. And I started crying when I was looking at her drawings, because it resonated with me. And it's kind of like I see it in my mind, speak it, but someone else is doing the same thing. And that's what's really cool. Let's see. Could you messages? Because they're love, Gemini, Gem. You are attracted to the love of and kindness of these people. I think you two people are very drawn, because I actually am a Pleiadian soul. When I went on I took 3 months off of work before I got this other job 2 years ago. And I did it for the purpose of searching my soul. I knew the talent I had. I knew the people I was talking to, but I want to know who I was. And so I went on a mission for 3 months of just meditating, praying, and channeling. And that's when I wrote my book. And Petri, I'm sending you my book. So I hope that's okay. I sent you an email. And I had visions of my actual spirit birth. And I saw exactly what happened. And there's 2 of us. I think I've talked about this before. There's 2 of us, 2 females spirits coming out at the same time. So I have a soul sister. And then I was going, then I later on, actually about 6 months later, and you can't push this. You have to be so patient. You have to be so patient, and it will come to you. And you can feel it in your heart. Something's like pulling you here. And so be patient with yourself because you're being drawn for a reason. So then I saw a whole understanding, and I'm actually have a male spirit of Pleiadian. I see a male body on a ship outside the realm, and I came out of that male body. I have a wife and a daughter that are waiting for me. Um, and there is one, and he's one of my guides, and he's a Pleiadian, and I have the three of them all around me, the two women and the one, and he is my camaraderie. Oh, how do I say it? Like we're like this. When I go back to my body, him and I are like this, and we are somebody up the chain, and I'm the one out of all of them that goes out of my body, and my soul goes into different dimensions, different planets, and I bring that information back. So many of you are the same. This is, hey, I was raised Mormon. All this is like busting my mind, all this information, because everything that we know is so small. And to find out that you have a body somewhere and that you leave that body, the body's still alive. And when I die, I'm going to go back to that body and regain my life. So that's why when I write little things on my community blog on this, I wake up and I hear it clearly in my head, and I have to write it down and I have to give it to you. And that's when I said, when we come to this earth, we die. And when we die on this earth, we go back to life. And so basically, our bodies die, we come here, we live, we leave here, and we go back to our lives. So many of us are like that. Not everybody's like that. Not everybody needs to be like that, but many of us have chosen to do that. And I'm thinking maybe that's why in this life, I've been married before, I've been married twice, and I just couldn't take marriage. I didn't like it. I didn't like um, the thing of marriage, and I'm wondering if it's because I don't need to do what society is telling me to do, is to be married, to be able to be happy, because that's not my meaning in this life. My meaning is something else, and maybe because I have a family somewhere else, I don't need to do that. I need to do something else instead of doing what society is telling me to do. And then to find peace in that is key. Let's see. Yes, it does. Thanks. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. So I will send that. I think all the mail is going so slow. I have sent out a couple crystals if any of you are on this channel. And for some reason, those crystals are being held up. And I don't know if it's because all my jewelry and everything on my stores are going through fine. Everything else is going through fine. But the two crystals, and one's a larger one, is being held up with the post office. And I'm wondering if it's because they scan it and they see something strange in there, and then they have to kind of evaluate it. It goes somewhere else and they have to evaluate it. So think about that. And I've just been praying that those items will get to the people that purchase them, because it's almost like 3.5 weeks, and it's silly. And they're going to one's going to Texas, and I don't know if that got put on hold because of the outages, and one is on the East Coast. So bear with me. Do you guys have any other questions? And I'm going to rewatch this because I want to see I never know what this channeling is like until I rewatch it. Was I talking like over there? I kept feeling like I was facing that way when the female was talking. It was interesting. And that's the first time I've dual channeled. I've never done that before, where I've had two people that want to come through. And I did. I have slept today, and I thought, God, I'm so tired. And so I think I'm going to let you guys go and have some dinner. And peace out. I love you all. Thank you so much for your support. If you have any questions, you can always ask me at robinhyatt@yahoo.com. I posted a couple links if you want any divination things. I have that on my crystal store. What else? What else? What else? What else? I just enjoy all of you. And when you reach out to me and you want readings, because I have that $45 reading, which I love. I should have done that a long time ago. It's a reading, it's called blind reading, and it's where I just go off on my own and tell and say what you don't ask me any questions. I'm just telling you what spirit wants to say to you. And I love that reading so much because it doesn't bind me, because sometimes people have all these questions and that binds me because I have to concentrate on those questions. And then I try to give them more information, which is fine. But I get jazzed when you just let me go and you just don't ask me anything. You can ask me questions later, which is fine. But I just love it. I just love it. And I love helping you. And peace out. Have a good night. I actually have a new store. Do you see my little reef back there? I'm making Easter reefs. So I have a new store called Wreaths and Company by Robin on Etsy. And you have to put it all in as one word. And if you choose, I need to figure out how to get you guys a discount, because I'd like to give you guys a super big discount on my stuff. So I will figure that out and I'll let you know. Peace out. Love you guys. Absorb that all. And I think it's very interesting that he was talking about some entities wanting to get in. And I think there's darkness here that's trying to pull in this negative energy, and they're trying to keep it out. So I think they put a call to us to get stronger and to mind link with them, so we can keep that darkness out. So we got to get more light, less darkness. Correct? Okay. Bye, guys. Love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Peace out.